Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started this modeling of this particular bathroom over here. So let's see the further stuff. So now what we'll be doing over here is like we'll be modeling few of the entities which are left over here. So let's go into the standard primitives and let's take a box. Let's go into this view over here and let's take activate this auto grid option over here. So slightly push it behind a bit over here, scale it and convert to editable poly over here. After that, I'll again go into this. Let's take a cylinder and let's take a cylinder over here, drag this over here, push it over here and increase the sides of the cylinder, reduce the height segments and slightly I will push it a bit inside and I'll come make a copy of it and let's click OK. After that, so we'll be creating few things over here. So this is very least visible over here. So what I can do over here is like I can create this stuff. For that, let's take a box over here. So let's take a box. So rotate it a bit over here. So although this is not going to be visible in the camera over here, but the main thing, watch what we want to show over here. This, the toilet paper, what we are going to create over here. For that, very first of all, I'll take a line tool over here. I'll go into this view and I'll just take a line tool and I'll create something over here like this, drag it over here, select the top two vertices and let's slightly give a bit of fillet over here. Select this and just give a fillet. Let's go into this rendering, enable in viewport and reduce this thickness over here. So after that, I'll again go into this, go into the standard primitives and I'll take a tube over here. So after taking a tube, I can slightly push this over here and increase a bit of its radius and the height of this particular tube over here. So as you can see over here, I need to hang this over here. I'll go into the vertices and I'll slightly push this a bit inside over here in the right way. So select this and come out of it, right click on it and let's convert to editable poly. So now what I'm going to do over here is like I'll select this edges over here and I'll put two connects over here and let's go into the polygons, select the polygons and let's give a bit of extrude by local normal and definitely I'll be reducing this extrude part over here and let's click OK. So as you can see over here, we have created this stuff. I'll be slightly pushing this over here, slightly I can scale it. So definitely we'll be working with the camera angles later on, but you can set it in the way accordingly. So I'll go into this, set it as a local over here and I'll group this. So you can just group this element over here, so much better. So I can easily group it. So after you have grouped this over here, I can again go into this front view over here. I'll take a line tool over here and I'll slightly go over here into the line tool and I'll rotate it, push it up, and I'll shift it out. So so as I said it before, like we will set the camera angle later on. So right now I don't need to set a camera angle, we'll set it later on. After that, what I need over here is like I need a door over here, so I can easily create a door. So we can just take a copy of this particular door over here. So select this and slightly, according to the camera angle, we are going to adjust the stuff which are at the both the sides, like on your right and left side, accordingly. So again I'll go into this. So before that, I'll again go into this view over here. So if you want to give this a cloth, you can definitely give that. So let's take a cylinder again over here. Let's take a cylinder, draw a cylinder over here. So after taking a cylinder over here, just slightly drag it down and convert to editable poly. Select the polygons and let's slightly give a bit of inset over here. Let's give a bit of extrude over here, resize that stuff. So although this is not a handle, but this is for, you can say, for hanging a cloth over here. So I'll slightly shift this and I'll make a copy of it over here. Again I will go into this, I'll take a cylinder over here. From this view, I'll make a cylinder over here. I'll slightly push this over here and convert to editable poly. So select this. So select this, push it over here, select this and this way. So if you want to reduce the size of it, you can easily resize that stuff. So let's go into this and let's take a plane over here, right on the top over here. So save your file first. So we'll make a plane over here and I'll slightly push this plane a bit up, so we can push it up, and I'll increase its segments to 60-60 over here. So after you have increased its segments over here, let's go into this view over here, increase its length over here a bit. After that, let's go into this animation, mass effects, rigid body, and set this as static rigid body. Select this animation, mass effects, set as static rigid body, animation, mass effects, cloth, create M cloth, that's a mesh cloth over here. And after that, let's go into the shape type and set it as original over here for all. So set is at original, select this, set it as original, go into animation, mass effects. So what I'll do over here is I'll slightly push it down, mass effects, cloth, animation, mass effects, simulation, and let's simulate that. Oops. Mass effects, simulation. We can just reset this because there are a lot of times that this happens. So I can go into this, and if you want to reduce its uh, density, or else you can also reduce the mass of the cloth. So there are few properties over here which can help you to reduce the density of the cloth. I'll reduce the density of the cloth. So I can again go into this mass effects, simulation, and play simulation. I'll go into this. I'll set the keyframes to 20 over here. Animation, mass effects, simulation, decall objects. It's going to take a longer time if you're going to bake the objects. I'll still reduce it to 5 frames over here. Animation, mass effects, simulation, decall objects. So you can use a box over here because maybe the plane is very thin. That's the reason, it gets teared up easily. I'll just delete this. Or else, if you're just putting a cloth, the best thing what I would do over here is like, I'll definitely go into a line over here and I'll just make a cloth in this way, because although it's going down in this way. So let's select the vertices over here. So increase the fillet part. So slightly give a bit of fillet over here. And go over here and let's just give a extrude option over here for this. So we can definitely reduce this stuff over here. Let's give a shell modifier. So before that, you can just convert to editable poly over here. Let's go into the edges, select the edge, let's give connect over here. So once you're done with this, so definitely we can generate these details. So give a shell modifier on top of it. So shell will give a bit of thickness to it. So whatever cloth you are assigning the cloth properties. So once you assign a shell over here, that's it. So definitely we'll be working more on it. So guys, if any doubts, please write it in the comment section. So I'll just select this and I'll assign a color to it. So we'll be assigning few more details on it. So select this stuff, and slightly we can drag it. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So save your file. So thanks for watching this tutorial.